You may not have heard of them, but there's bees out there known for chewing through your concrete. They're called mortar bees, also known as mason bees, and around this time of year, they're starting to show up more and more. So, if you find these little guys packed in the cracks and gaps of your home, are they causing serious damage? We verify.
Spotting a bee crawling into your home's walls can be alarming, and when you start noticing mortar disappearing from between your bricks, it's easy to assume the worst. So, can mortar bees actually cause significant damage to your home? Let's verify. Our sources are exopest.com, irescuebees.com, and Encyclopedia Britannica. Here's what we found. Mortar bees, also known as mason bees, are small, stocky bees that have a metallic blue or black look to them, and at first glance, they can look a lot like your average honeybee. But even though they're commonly mistaken for honeybees, they function a lot differently. Unlike honeybees, they don't form hives and they don't have a queen, meaning each bee builds and provides for their own nest. According to experts, since they have no hive or honey to protect, they have no reason to be aggressive. They're also considered some of the most effective pollinators, often even more efficient than honeybees. What also sets them apart is their enlarged rear legs, which they use to physically remove mortar from your brickwork. But here's a common misconception. Mortar bees can't bore into solid wood or concrete. Instead, they use holes and gaps that already exist. If your home has cracks or crumbling mortar, they may clean out or slightly expand those weak areas to build their nests. So, what's the real concern for homeowners? The real concern is what happens over time. When mortar bees remove or loosen mortar from your brickwork, it allows moisture to enter the wall cavity. And if that damage goes unaddressed, it can lead to significant issues. So what can you do to protect your home from these critters? Experts say don't reach for pesticides. Instead, fix the root of the problem by replacing or filling in those damaged areas of your walls. When you do repair it, they recommend that you use a mortar that has a higher cement content. That harder mix makes it too difficult for mortar bees to break down, stopping the problem at its source. So we can verify that no, mortar bees are not a significant structural threat to your home, but they can make existing damage worse if cracks and crumbling mortar are left unrepaired.
And as always, if you have something you want us to verify, you can text us at 256-382-2692.